Yes, you are welcome back. We are going to continue from where we stopped. So in this tutorial, we are going to look at multi-dimensional arrays. Multi-dimensional arrays. Like I told you, multi-dimensional arrays is a type of array that has arrays inside it. Okay? So when you have arrays that have arrays inside it, then you know that you are dealing with multi-dimensional array. So it can be 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional, 4, 5, continue. So actually, the multi-dimensional array, for you to understand multi-dimensional array, you're going to understand a table. Okay, a table, because a table has rows and columns in it. Okay, so I'm going to actually use the 2-dimensional array to give you an example. Okay. All right, now let's say we want to create a multi-dimensional array, maybe with array cars. Okay, we want to create list of cars and their let's say list of cars. The number of cars that has not been sold. Let's say in a car manufacturing company. Okay, they want to list the type of cars that are in stock. Okay, the type of cars that the company is manufacturing, then the number of cars that are in stock at the moment, and the number that has been sold. Okay, so you're kind of placing it in a table like cars. Then maybe you have a column car, then you have another column for in stock, then another column for sold. Okay, now you can form it in array, okay, using the 2-dimensional array. So how do you do that? It's simple. You can just say cars array, okay, so then equals to you bring array, you call array function. Okay, just create a space. This is array function. Inside the array function, you call another array. You remember that a multi-dimensional array has array inside it. Okay, that is array that has array inside it. Okay, now you can now call the names of the cars. Maybe here you call first car is, let's say, Volvo. Okay, then maybe the number in stock, let's say 40 in stock. The number sold, let's say 25 sold. Okay, then you come down here again, you call another array. This one, BMW. Okay, then the number in stock, let's say 30. The number sold, let's say 15. Good. Then let me call one more. Another array. The type of car is, let's say, Range Rover. Okay, the number sold 10, the number in stock, okay, the number in stock 10, the number sold 20. Okay, so if you watch this, you see that this is array inside. This array is inside another array. This is an example of multi-dimensional array. Okay, now if you want to refer to a particular array, listen, this is where it gets tricky. If you want to refer to a particular array here, that is, let's say you want to refer to this Volvo now, you are going to actually you're going to refer to the column and the row of this Volvo. Let's put this in a kind of a table. Okay, let's put it in a table more or less. Let's put it in a table. Maybe you can go to Microsoft Word or Excel. Let's go to Excel so that we put this the first one in a table so that it makes more sense to you. Okay, go to Excel. Okay, then maybe let me minimize, let me keep it by the side. Okay, then you put here Volvo. Okay, before that, let's just say here is in stock. Cars, let's call it cars. Okay, then in stock, sold. Okay, then the first option here, maybe adjust it. Okay, the first option, maybe I will go this. Okay, the first option here is Volvo. Okay, maybe down here we'll have a BMW. Then third we have Range Rover. Then in stock we have 40. We have 30. Then we have 10. Then sold we have 25, 15, and 20. Wonderful. So when you look at this now, this is a table. And you know that for you to refer to this table, it has column and row. Okay, it has column and row. Actually, let's not count this one as column. Okay, let's not call it a column or row. Okay, let's just say that it's abstract. Let's say that the row and column starts from here, because that is what array is going to do for you. Okay, let's say column and row starts from here. So we are considering this, not the top. Okay, yeah, this is what we want to consider. Okay, now the first column has index of 0. That's the first column and row. This is the first column. This place where the Volvo is in this situation, this is the first. Okay, this would have been the fourth, but you remember that we are not counting this. Are you getting me? Okay, now this is the first column here, and you know this is column down here. Okay, this way, and this row this way. Okay, good. Now this is the first column and also the first row here. So for you to refer to this particular position, okay, for you to call this, you have to use index 0 for column and the index 0 for row for you to get this, because the first index is always there. It's 0. Okay, the first index is 0, the second index is 1, and it continues. Then if you want to refer to this one, okay, this one, then the column will become 1. Do you understand? Oh, sorry, the column will remain 0, while the row will become 1, because still the same column. See that it is still the same column, but different row. You get that? So your index will be index 0, 1. It may be confusing, but try to understand it. Okay, for example, let's just try something like that here. Okay, let me adjust this a bit this way. Okay, make this a little bit big. Okay, as it is now, let's see what we can do with this. let's say, let me echo Volvo right now. What I will do is I say echo, I will just call cars variable. Then I will first of all open array, then I will say 0, then I will open array again, 0, close it. I'll close it. Now, when I close it, then I will save, then I will call this. Okay, let me check what happened. Oh, sorry, I didn't close these things with semicolon. So important. I didn't close this with semicolon. There's need for you to close this with semicolon. Then you separate this with comma. This first comma and the second comma. Then this close with semicolon. You get that? Okay, you know this is the first, the second, the third. Then you don't close the last with semicolon with comma, or rather you don't separate with the last with semicolon because it is the last. Okay, good. Then you close up with semicolon here. Very important. We save again. We check. Do you see what we get? We get Volvo. Now let's check it out. Let's check what happened. Volvo is the first. Okay, and it stands under the index of the column 0 and the row 0, just like what we did here. Okay, the column that has index of 0, that's the first column, and row, the first row, that is why we get Volvo. You get that? Okay, if you say column 0, cars, column 0, then row 1. Row 1. Let's see what we get. You call it, you get 40. So you get 40 here. Okay. Now let's say column 0, row 2. Let's see what we get. You run it, you get 25, which is the last option here. Do you get that? So that is the arrangement of the arrays here. So you can actually identify the array by the position of their column and the row. Okay, what if, let's just say column 1, that is the second column, 1 here, row 0. Let's see what we get. BMW. You get that? You get BMW, which is the second. That is, BMW is in the second column in this arrangement. Okay, BMW is in the second column in this arrangement. Okay, so you can say column 1. So if you say column 1, row 1, yeah, it's going to be this. Column 1, row 1, you run it, you see you get 30, which is this one. Okay, then you say column 1, row 2, you're going to get 15. Row 2, you're going to get 15. You see that? You get 15. Okay. Then if you want to get this Range Rover, then this one becomes 2. Do you get that? So you see that this is the first column, which is 0. This is second column, which is the BMW. Then the third column, which is Range Rover. Okay, so you consider the column, the row and the column. Okay, consider the row and the column when you are dealing with a multi-dimensional array. Okay, just try to understand it. Let's go back to Excel again so that I don't confuse you. Let's go back to Excel. this is the first row, then this is the second row, and this is the third row. You get that in this Excel? Then when we come here, the Volvo is in the first row. Okay, this first index is representing row. Okay, this first index is representing row, not column. Okay, then the second index is representing column. The first index is representing row. The second index is representing column. So don't get confused, okay? All right, now, the Volvo here is the first row we have here. Okay, the BMW is the second there, okay, then the Range Rover is the third. Okay, this is how the row is: row 1, row 2, row 3. You get that? Row 1, row 2, row 3. Then this one, how the column is: column 1, column 2, column 3. You get that? Good. So this column, that is in Excel, you know, column is identified by letters. Okay, like column A, B, C. Rows by numbers: 1, 2, 3. You get that? That's just the arrangement here. Okay, that is the row, that is the column. You get that now? So get it clear and don't get confused, please. All right, now let's do it again to get you cleared. The Volvo here is the first in the first column and the first row. So we are going to use for us to refer to Volvo, we are going to call the row please, not column. We're going to call row 0, which is this row, okay, and the column 0. Remember that the index is starting from 0. The index is starting from 0, not 1. You get me? Good. So if I run it, we get Volvo like we did before. You see that? Good. So then, but if I refer to row 1, column 0, so what we are talking about is the second row, but the same column. And when you visit Excel again, what do you see? You see that we'll have a second column here, that is BMW. Remember that we are avoiding this, we are not doing anything with this, okay? Okay, which is here BMW, and the same second row in the same column is BMW. So if we say row 2, which is this 1, index of 1, okay, then still column in the 0, that's the index of 0. If we run it, we are going to get BMW. You see that we get BMW because that is the position of BMW. Okay, let's go back again. If I tell you to refer to Range Rover now, it will be easy for you because Range Rover is in column, under column 2. Sorry, row 2, please let me not confuse you. Under row 2, that's in row 2, but column 0. You get that? Column 0. That's the index of 0. That is the first column, but the third row. You get that now? The third row, the first column. You get that? That is where Range Rover is. Let's check it out. Let's save. We'll run it. You see, we get Range Rover. If we want to refer to this value of 40 that is in stock, how are we going to do that? It's simple. All you need to know is that this 40 is under row 2. Okay, so here you're going to put 1. Remember that the first you start with, the index starts with 0. You get it? Okay, then you have to put 1 here, telling you that it is the second index, second row. Okay. So you're going to put 0 here, then you put 1 here. Okay. Okay, this is the first row, and this is the second column. Let's go to Excel and see what we get. In Excel, this is the first here. Let's start from here. This is the first row here. Okay, and the 40 is in the first row, but second column. You see that? So for you to get 40, just an intersection of the first row, second column, then you arrive at 40 here. You get that? So for you to refer to 40, it's supposed to be the first row, which is 0. You remember that 0 is always the first index, and the second column, which is 1. If we save and we run it, we see we get 40. That's beautiful. If I tell you to refer to this 5, it's supposed to be easy for you. 5 is still under the index of the row index of 0 because it is the first row. Okay, but the third column, so you have to use 3 here to get it. Okay, if I should save it right now, you see that we're going to get 25. That's something I missed. Okay, I put 3 instead of 2. 2 here. Here it's supposed to be 2. Okay, remember it's counting from 0, 1, 2. You get that? Then you save. Then I run it, you see, you get 25. So that is how to understand multi-dimensional array. Remember, this one is for 2-dimensional array. And that is what you have to know now as a beginner. Okay? So just what you need to understand in this tutorial is that a multi-dimensional array, for example, here we're talking about 2-dimensional array, is an array inside array. And when an array is inside another array, for you to refer to a particular value inside that array, you are going to use both row and column to get the position of any value in the array. You get that? So you are going to use index for column and index for row to determine the position of the array. And remember, the row is always the first, then column follows. The first index is row, the second index is column. The first index is row, the second index is column. Okay? And for you to make it easy for yourself, then you have to create a table. And we use the Excel to get it done. Okay? I bet these references, this reference makes it easy for you. Okay, I think we have to stop here, but it's wise that you do this for yourself. Try to do it over and over so that you get acquainted with it. Okay, because at a point in our coding, we are going to use it a lot. Thank you so much.